Welcome to Poets from the Neighborhood. I am VeerajaR.
And I'm Louise Colln. We hope you'll enjoy the poems we'll be reading today. These poems are written by your friends and neighbors. The first poem I'm going to read is Broken Things by Sandy Coomer. Sometimes I feel a kinship with dirt, cradling little broken things and leaning in to hear what they say, because what they say is important. I wouldn't have known about the nest in the gutter if I hadn't listened to the wings against metal, a sort of desperate drumbeat when the rain drowned the naked babies and washed them into the yard. Sometimes I feel what ants feel when their nest is scuffed out of meanness, and they run, each one, to the eggs, as if they can carry them all on their backs to a home they haven't yet imagined. And the chipped teacup with its message in leaves, an omen that beckons bones, beneath the blood moon, raising them out of the deep earth to cling to new life. It's what we all want. Sometimes I feel a kinship with the flapping sole on a worn-out shoe, knowing the journey isn't over just because the leather gives out, knowing there are more holes in hearts than there are feet to carry them, bare and bleeding to the edge of whatever cliff is waiting. Because every broken thing is waiting, the splintered picture frame beside the garbage heap, the sunglasses as I stick my fingers through the eyes, the rosin garden rabbit that sits by the dried-up pond, confused by the burnweed, still listening with the one good ear it has left.
Get With It by Sally Lee. Oh, lazy one, stop reading, pay attention. For the hours are short, days short, weeks, months, years short. Wherefore the kind thought, helpful ideas, useful act. If not today, last, to the intentions slush pile. What will spur you on? Push your dream into action.
This is Rescue by S.R. Lee. I believe Sally was imagining that she was a slave back in ancient Greece when she wrote this. I take her to the fields with me. Now she's outgrown the puppy look. She has tufts of hair in the wrong places. No time for a wrong dog hair. She was on her way to death. I took her one night, and no one said anything. Ramus assigned me the furthest post beyond the stone cutters, a longer walk, a silent day, right for me and her. She brings in my food, one rabbit for lunch, 2 other small animals for supper. I take her to the fields with me. They would kill her back at the sleeping place, for we slaves do not have dogs. I sleep in back of the cattle shed. When I must report in, she waits there for me. Ramus is a good overseer, a good man. He knows when to make exceptions. I take care that no one pays me attention. I take her to the fields with me.
Around the Courthouse by George Spain. Old men sitting, spitting, old men sunning, funning, old men sassing, gassing, old men joking, smoking, old men piddling, whittling, old men lying, dying.
This one is by VeerajaR from her book, The Joy of Being. Lift me up. You lifted me up, God, every time I fell, raising me up to steeper, higher pinnacles, showing new horizons that I never knew existed within me.
This is another poem I wrote. All is well. All is well with the world while I lie in my hammock, watching the squirrels chase with noble intentions, or listening to blue jay cry loud concerns for his mate. All is well with the world when the sky is clear blue, wearing the whitest clouds, and air is laden with rainbows of scents, a map for bees and butterflies dancing under the hot sun. All is well with the world when I can lie in my hammock, still as a firewood, that cardinal cloaked bright and red, at arm's length, sits and whistles endless love for his plain old wife. All will be well with the world when I lie in my little grave, just as I am now, resting in my hammock, amidst a busy world, breathing and breeding happiness all around. Thank you for watching Poets from the Neighborhood. We hope you'll join us soon again.